Hey there, good morning. In this video, I'm going to take you through the process of setting up the filter and pump on the Bestway Pools pump and filter system. This is the Flow Clear pump and it's model number 58498E. They do recommend that you put the pump and filter on a concrete slab or a solid piece of wood and bolt it down. Honestly, I just set mine there and I've never had an issue with it tipping over, but that's their goal of that, is they don't want it tipping over on you. Obviously, I already had some water in mine. The first thing you're going to do though, put your little cap on the drain here. And there's a little rubber grommet in there. Any surface that has a plastic to plastic mating, make sure there's a rubber gasket. That'll prevent leaks. The next thing we're going to do is fill it up with sand. Obviously, I already have sand in mine, but still I'm going to take you through the process. It comes with this handy little cover right here. That's just to prevent sand from getting down the center little trap right there. They recommend using a number 20 grit sand, which is 0.45 to 0.85 millimeters. The best place to get your sand is honestly at a local pool store. You can have it shipped from Amazon, but it's expensive because it's heavy. And obviously I should mention that you drop this tube in place and it has those arms on the bottom. It just sets down in there. There is a minimum and maximum level on where we're going to fill the sand to. I like to fill it just somewhere in between there, maybe a little bit above halfway. Once our sand's in there, we can go on to the next step. Next, we're going to put the top on it with the input side towards the pump. But before we do that, we have to make sure that these surfaces are absolutely clean. We don't want any sand or debris on there. So we're going to wipe this off, make sure this is all perfectly clean. If it is not, if there's little bits of debris, it'll leak on you. And same thing with the bottom side of the top here and this rubber gasket right here. Actually, I have a little bit of sand on mine. I'm going to take this all the way off and I'm going to clean this till there's no sand on this at all. That'll cause leaks. Okay, I've got my gasket perfectly clean here, no sand on it at all. So I'm going to put it in place. If you're having trouble with still getting leaks around the edge, you can get some of this silicone grease. I'll link this and a few other essential items in the description below. This, you just kind of smear a little bit of that goop on your gasket when you're putting it on, and that'll just help keep it supple and prevent leaks. Now I can put the cap on here and just make sure that it's square, nice and straight. We want to keep everything as straight as possible. These things, little brackets, one on each side, they just slide over. So I'm going to offset it a little bit here so I can get to the screws easier. And keep those kind of even so there's an even gap on each side. Now we'll take one of the bolts and put it on each side. There's a little slot that the nut fits into nicely. Make sure you get that on the proper side. And we'll tighten it down evenly. We'll tighten this side down a bit, that side, and we'll kind of alternate so it tightens down nice and even. Now that the top is on securely, we'll go ahead and hook our hoses up. This is the output hose. Going to our solar heater. Obviously have our rubber grommet or rubber gasket there. Everything lined up straight. Tighten that down. And same thing on the inlet side. All right, we got that back together. If this video is helping you out, please subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel up to 1,000 subscribers so I can get it certified. Also, I have one more essential tip on setting this up. But first, a few of my favorite products. This is a pH test strip, chlorine test strip. This is my favorite brand, my favorite type. It's super easy to use. This, along with some other essential items, are linked in the description below. They're Amazon links. That helps me out as well. All right, on to the final thing that you absolutely have to do when you're setting this up. Now I know you've used brand new sand in here, you would expect that it be clean, but it is absolutely essential that you backwash and rinse your sand before you start filtering into your pool. You will be shocked. I was shocked when I put brand new sand in here and then backwashed it, a bunch of brown gunk came out. And I guess that's just a little bit of fine debris in your sand that needs to be rinsed out. You don't want that in your pool. If you need help with the filter settings, how to backwash and rinse, what the hieroglyphics mean on top of this filter, I have a video linked right up here and in the description below of how to use your filter and what all those settings are. Thank you guys so much for watching. Consider subscribing and have a good day.